Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We are back with a new artisan build. Now, if you don't know what this means, that is a format within Magic the Gathering where the decks consist only of commons and uncommons. No pesky rares, no pesky mythics to drag you down. Very friendly for beginners, budget, and free-to-play individuals. In today's video, we'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies held within, demonstrating this within our gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now. And of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, upgrade guide, and we're even going to check out the store. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so yet. You can also become a YouTube member for access to our deck lists and stats in real time, thanks to untapped.gg, as well as our members-only exclusive Sunday YouTube stream, where you can challenge me directly, we can look at decks, really anything you want. Thanks again, and let's take a look at today's deck. Here we are with a 3-color Mardu build. Now that's the color combination of black, white, and red. This is a very, very aggressive mid-range build, creature-based removal, if you will. Like I said, we're in standard best of 1 with a 2.3 average mana value. We have 29 creatures and 7 non-creatures, 24 land to support the, average curve. The deck consists around playing lots of creatures, so of course we're including Elias Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim. For 1 white and 1 black as a legendary creature, Phyrexian Core Cleric, 2 power, 2 toughness with Death Touch. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. And whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent will lose 1 life. We have creature-based removal, so it's going to be entering the battlefield a whole bunch. It is a recursion-based deck as well, which means we're going to be bringing things back into our hand, back into the battlefield from the graveyard. So the Pilgrim is going to be triggering quite a bit. Not only that, but that Death Touch will act as a form of quasi-removal as well, making it a fantastic defender and even a pretty good attacker, because there's a good chance that your opponent doesn't want to lose their creature to the Death Touch, so they'll just let the damage go through. And then if it's defending, they don't want to attack because they don't want to lose it to the block. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alrighty, and then I guess our other multicolor card in the deck will be Logomos, Hand of Hatred for 3 mana, 1 generic, 1 black, 1 red. A 1/3 legendary creature, Human Shaman, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 2/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. We can tap the Hand of Hatred, searching our library for any card, putting it into our hand, then shuffling. Only activating this if 5 or more creatures have died this turn, which is actually not too hard to accomplish. With this being said, we've included this card for the continual creation of the 2/1, in which we will A, hopefully get damage through, but B, utilize through a sacrifice effect to remove our opponent's baddies. One of these options will be the Benalish Sleeper for 2 mana. It's a 3/1. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, each player sacrifices a creature. The kicker is 1 additional swamp. So we kick this after we've attacked for 2 with the elemental. Then we sacrifice that elemental. Our opponent has to sacrifice their thing that they didn't want to block with. Or it doesn't attack and we just, run the trap, right? So that Sleeper is a very nice option to be sacrificing this elemental. We have a Rite of Oblivion that is acting in a similar fashion. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a non-land permanent, exile target non-land permanent, flashback for 4. So we're able to recast this from the grave for 2 additional mana, which is quite nice. It is firing off at sorcery speed, which is a bit of a downside, but it is so powerful that it really does not matter. And then back to the creature side of things, the Grave Lighter for 3. It's a 2/2 creature spirit with flying. When Grave Lighter enters the battlefield, draw a card if a creature died this turn. Otherwise, each player sacrifices a creature. And again, this is really nice as we can sacrifice that elemental, forcing our opponent to sacrifice as well. We can bring some of these removal-based creatures back. But before we get there, not sacrifice-based, but still removal creature. Bloodtithe Harvester for 2, 1 black, 1 red. It's a 3/2 creature vampire. When it enters the battlefield, create a blood token. Then we can tap the Harvester to sacrifice it, giving target creature -X/-X until end of turn, where X is twice the number of blood tokens that you control, activating this at sorcery speed as well. You know, really, really nice to combo some of our sorcery speed removal with the instant speed removal that is in the deck that we've not talked about yet, but we will. You know, you can do that sorcery speed removal first. It goes on the stack. They're going to interact with it somehow, whether it's, you know, countering it, protecting their creature, and then boom, you come in heavy with the instant speed on top of that. So it all does flow quite nice together. And that's what we have in the deck for creature-based removal. And now we can be bringing those creatures back from the grave, either to our hand or directly to the battlefield for even more removal. And this is big time value. We have the Phyrexian Missionary for 2 mana, 1 generic, 1 plains. We can kick it for an additional generic and swamp, total of 4. It's a 2/3 with lifelink, and when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hands. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's going to help us grab, you know, the Sleeper, the Gravelighter, the Harvester, if they self-sacrifice back to our hand to replay to gain additional value. We also have the Baldivian Atrocity for 3 mana, 2 generic, 1 black, as a Phyrexian Berserker. It's a 2/3 with a kicker for 1 additional red source with menace, and if it when it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So this is really good with the Gravelighter for removal. It's really good with the Bloodtithe Harvester for removal. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Furthermore, not removal-based creature, but still generating a lot of value, the Spirited Companion for 1 generic, 1 plains as a 1/1 creature dog. When the companion enters the battlefield, draw a card. And on the same note, we have for 1 additional mana, 2 generic, 1 plains, the Inspiring Overseer. This is an Angel Cleric with flying, 2/1, and when it enters the battlefield, draw a card and gain 1 life. Absolutely phenomenal. So if we don't need to bring back the removal-based creatures, we can just generate more value with the draw. Alrighty then. Tying off the deck with our removal, there's 2 copies of Disfigure, instant speed. Target creature gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. The minus effect is really nice as it can get through indestructible, which is around, let's be honest. We have Destroy Evil for 2. It's an instant speed. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. Now, if you've been paying attention, you know that I've been really enjoying the combination of Evil and Abrade. Abrade for 2 mana with 1 generic, 1 red. Instant speed. Choose 1. Dealing 3 damage to target creature or destroying target artifact. So, you know, you're destroying artifact, you're destroying enchantment, you're destroying 3 or less, you're destroying 4 or greater. It is very good coverage for your removal, especially in a removal-based deck. And we've already talked about Rite of Oblivion as well. We have the Craigs, the Stations, the Barrens as land consistency here. Some life gain and sacrifice to draw. Really, really consistent with the land. We are enjoying it. And, you know, honestly, this deck performs as good as a lot of my regular competitive decks, which is nice. And I do think that Mardu colors are in a phenomenal position right now, both with the creature base and removal. Not to mention, Phyrexia looks sick. Oh my lord, there's going to be so many additional Phyrexians, which have such good value, like the Baldivian Atrocity, the Phyrexian Missionary. These are commons and uncommons that are just like so good, right? So thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to play some Magic. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, become a YouTube member, even if you so choose. Like I said, for access to our deck list and stats in real time through the Untapped profile, available in the Discord, as well as the Sunday members-only YouTube streams. All right, cheers. Let's play some Magic, eh? Going first, really nice land. and 3 harvesters, you know, fair and playable. We'll use the missionary to bring back one of the harvesters as well. And then, you know, just harvest our face off. All the lands are tapped, which is sad. I instinctively still wanted to play the harvester there. Did you see that? Oh no. That's a good card, Doogie. Let's continue gaining life. It's a black source, here's the red source. That's going to allow us to double draw next turn. Mono red is even a very good budget in itself. Durgan Spark. Oh wow, look at you go, Menace. No blocks. Fully for you. Take it, right? Pay ward. It's pretty easy. And next turn, oh, I guess we'll bring that harvester back. Play our tram station. I would block this, I guess. That automation is going to get out of control quickly. Oh, you're such a dog. I have to take it. Or else they're just going to grow their patchwork and reactor. Can't have that. That one is exiled through Kumano. Whatever. You can't tell me what to do. Let's kick it. Kick it real good. 1 Phyrexian Missionary. 2 mana, kick for 4. It's a 2/3. We grab from our graveyard to our hand. The Harvester. The Hoover. And we have a Benalish Sleeper in hand as well to continue the removal-based board presence. No blocks. Menace is pretty cool evasion. Maybe the worst evasion, but it's cool. Harvester 1. Harvester 2. Next, attack for 2. Thank you. I'd assume this goes through. They're taking it. There you go. We're taking 6 damage, down to 7. Ooh, woo. Just gonna play the additional creature here. It doesn't have to be removal. Not after that. It just needs to block. Ooh, massive hit. Yikes. That's terrifying. Another, oh no, this could be the end of us. What's that last card? They're gonna dunk on the sleeper immediately? Interesting. Do they have one more removal spell? They do! Nice. They hit for 2 confirmed. Wow. Okay. Companion out. Draw a card. Well, that's a thing. Draw. If a creature died, this is exile. This would kill and give us the draw. I want to exile this because... yeah. Alright, so let's take this. Pay the ward. And then get rid of their draw. Sack a blood token. And that way they're top decking. 4 life. 3 life. Alright. Sack the companion. No attacks in case they get haste. We're risking the biscuit here. Let's kick this for 4, bring back the companion for another draw. Thank you. Hit for 2. Blood token the land. Missionary is good. Let's back to our grave. We can re-snag it. Okay, life gain, life gain, life gain. Let's go. Nice. So this has lifelink. We'll gain life from the pilgrim as it enters. Grab the Dugo? That's a hard call. Let me actually take the Harvester. I love the removal. It's good. It's good. And I guess we could hit for 3 here. We just need a few more. Uh-oh. They could get it right here. The scry is so good right now. To the bottom. Oh my lord, down to 1. Nice. Let's just keep the companion back to block. Grab life through the pilgrim here. I don't want to sacrifice a creature, and I've not had anything die this turn. Blood token. The land. We can destroy this. Oh, life gain. Double life gain trigger. Take it. Run away with that. Alright, let's chill out. I think we're good. We persevere. That was clutch. All right, our opponent's gonna go first. Like any hand that's got the land, I'm easy, you know? We're gonna play tapped with the Tramway, unlock both colors on turn 2 with planes. And, well, that's just not something that we can allow. So, get blasted. Draw engine, and that's a priority removal. Use the handle in the exact opposite way as it was intended. Don't put... No. Clamp it. Hey, well, that's a good card, too. Maybe we can destroy the evil within. I have exorcised the demons. No, you're supposed to connive. You slick son of a... That life gain, I'm sure, will come in handy a little later. Dang, they mean business. This might force them. Ooh. That Vitruzio staying at 3 is so good. I wonder if they're even considering it. You know, they're like, oh, I wish I could push my Vitruzio up more. And they do. Nice. Big money, no whammies. It physically hurts my soul. Ouch. Bully for you. First strike will blast through our death touch. Let's take the draw. Dang, Dougie. If this Vitruzio gets flying, gets unblockable, gets trample, we're done. We're dead, dude. You gotta take the removal. Fort is the only way. No attacks. At this point, well, I guess they want the Connive. And the Connive is better than just pushing with the Vandal. Because the Vitruzio is just going to get chump blocked. Forever and ever and ever. But they still have lethal on 3. Unless... I should have actually had this die. I messed that up. Ooh. Oh, they probably have protection too, though, right? I'll just bring the Sleeper back and use it as hard removal. That gets rid of their flyer. That's so good for us. It's so good. Take that Sleeper back, please. Thank you. Pass turn. They need another creature. Or like a phase out ability. Impulse will help. Okay, just conniving for something. If we get out of this alive, wow. Incredible. Losing our missionary. Kicking the Sleeper. They have it. Oh my lord, I can't believe they have it. That's incredible. Very nice. It's hit for 5, down to 11. Oh, I guess we should have hit with the dog. I forgot that it... Nah, oh. I guess that's that. Our opponent is going first. I can't say that I really like the hand. The companion can get us the draw. Okay, I'll allow it. There's 2 draw spells here on 2 and 3, so even if we get a third land of, you know, undesired origin, it's going to be okay because it's unlocking a third draw. Donna, give me a swamp. Donna, Donna, Donna. Yeah, it kind of sucks because we're now taking a turn off to get it in play. You again. Oh my lord. this is probably the move here. Don't you dare. That's not funny. That is not funny. Illuminator Vitruzio making the rounds. That isn't a Soul Kanar. Isn't Kanar what... I wanted to call them the Romulans, but that's not it. Oh my lord, off Deep Space Nine. The bad guys, you know, the lizard people. They drink Kanar. What is their race called? And why can't I think of it? Not the shapeshifters. I'll never know. It's gonna drive me nuts this whole match. This guy is also driving me nuts. In case they have Indestructible. And first, I guess I'll attack. I still can't stop. Well, I'm going to put right on the stack, and then if they do have shenanigans for Hexproof, I can Evil on top. Right, because they only have 1 mana. So I think they probably just have Indestructible, and this is going to get around it anyways. But if they do have something for Hexproof, Hexproof and Indestructible, yeah, so that's why we kind of rearranged which way we were going to order those and did the sorcery speed one first on the stack, leaving us that instant speed spell still in our hand to kind of throw on top if they did have the interaction. And it pays off, which is nice. Take the draw. Just holding up this Disfigure if they play another. Just a, you know, classic gotcha. Classic gotcha. This one was a little easier than the last. All right. You know, kind of operating off that same assumption that, you know, we have the draw. So we should have an increased chance at finding the land. We shouldn't need to worry about it, right? It's kind of like this card. If they mill a land, they get it back. They milled a Titania, though. So this is going to be a challenge for us. The Cardassians. No. That is correct. They're the Cardassians. The Lizard Race. That is correct. Thank you for looking that up for me. And if I can't remember that, that means it's time to rewatch Deep Space Nine. Rustine's good. Milling the land. Hello, Titania. And they've got creatures. Oh, lots of them too, which is going to be hard for something like the Sleeper to be effective. This is so bad, this is so bad, we need an exile, Rite of Oblivion. Rite of Oblivion, Rite of Oblivion. I'm gonna grab the dog back. Next turn we double drop dog. We double dog. Yeah, this might be very bad for us. Ooh! The spider's so good. Ouch. Grabbing back the sticky fingers. Boy, wash your hands. Frantically digging for Rite of Oblivion. Destroy evil. Something. Running blue, because why not? The Urborg. Urborgronies. Taking all that damage on the chinny chin. Well, you are not Rite of Oblivion. Are you? No. What about you? Hey, oh, you're tapped out. Patty's shotgun. So I know Sticky Fingers is much scarier, but it doesn't transform into a lifelink trample vigilance creature. So we will stop that trample primarily. You know, that's what kills us. We can hopefully chump block into eternity. Yep, take 4. Down to 4. Kill Rutstein. Chump block Sticky. Well, that doesn't feel great. Take the draw, looking for removal for fingers. Life, are you serious? Boy, you crazy. Rutstein with the mill. That's some hardcore exile. Cycling the land. They've got 27 left in deck. Spiders aren't a great attack. Taking 1 to 4. The booty. Accidentally milling the hootie. Gain that life. Take that draw. I could kill Rutstein. Would that be worth it? It almost might be. Going way out on a limb with that play. But then that, you know, shuts down the blood tokens, which is good. Shuts down the mill, which they rely on. Oh, the unlimited Dugos is good. They're bears, but I like to pretend they're Dugos. Woof, woof, you know? Some death touch would be good. Well, we already have it there. But to bring it back is better than the dog. Let's just deal with the spider. You get out of here. Oh, they grab a Titania back. Right? I wasn't even thinking of that. We'll get there. It is. Shoot. Pick this for 4. Bring back the Harvester. Harvester sacks on the dog. Sleeper comes out, kicks, kills Sticky. Hit for 2. Now, hopefully there's no other creatures here. Of course there is. A big one, too. Dude, you're fat. Kick it. Bring back the Harvester. The Hoover. Hoover sacks on the voice. Gotcha again. Pass turn. Nice. This is working really well. They have 18 cards left. We have 36. They're making a bear. Also milling, though, which is not helping their cause. Down to 15. Other land. I don't think there's attacks here. Take our turn. Oh my lord! Don't ask questions. I like removal. You like removal? Hit with 2 of them for 4. It's smooth as butter, bro. Yeah, mill yourself. Down to 11. Another land. Our turn. Good game. And we're bringing more things back from the grave. You know, like these missionaries. Yes. Uh-oh. Oh my lord. Mardu getting down and dirty. A ton of value within this color combination right now. And the commons and uncommons, I feel, are stacked. The Bloodtithe Harvester, what an incredible card. And then being able to replay it over and over and over again with the Missionary, with the Atrocity is crazy. And then we've got the draw on the same note, a little bit more removal, creature-based, having the creatures being able to apply continuous pressure with our attacks as we're removing their blockers, keeping the attack lanes open is really, really nice. And just a great balance between the two, as well as the removal that we do have, I feel to be very, very valuable right now. Like I mentioned earlier at the intro, the Abrade, Destroy Evil, kind of covering everything for us, which is fantastic. And with that being said, we do have an upgrade guide for you. Now, of course, I do not recommend this, but some of you have these cards already, and you can continue to just look at the modalities that we're using, and maybe you've got other cards that fulfill that as well. Creature-based removal, recursion, right? Hopeful Initiate, just a fantastic creature, applying pressure that gets bigger and badder every turn, and you can destroy artifacts and enchantments. Fantastic. The Sleeper is a draw engine, plus it grabs Death Touch, so kind of fulfilling that role of things. And this is things that we already have in the deck that you've seen. The Crown, we've got deaths happening. This is going to give us some draw. It also makes potentially our Hand of Hatred Elemental with Trample much more effective now. It's going to be a 4/1 that draws. So the Crown is great with that. Brutal Cathar, you already know what it is. Creature-based removal, baby. Let's go. Exile creature whenever day turns to night, so on and so forth. You know what it is. Third Path, enters battlefield, destroying artifact enchantment. Beautiful. Creature-based removal. Archangel of Wrath, 3/4, kick it, deal 2 damage for each time you kick it. Great stuff here. The Puppeteer for the recursion. Draw your second card each turn. They lose 2 life, you gain 2 life. When it dies, creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard back to the battlefield. We love to see it. Paragon, allowing us just to cast things from the grave with mana value 3 or less, which is fantastic. The Command, for 5 mana, choose 2. 2 counters plus lifelink. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Opponent sacrifices their greatest mana value, power creature that they control, and then return 2 creature cards from the graveyard to our hand. So, the returning things to the hand is great. The removing of your opponent's field, if you're not ahead of the game, or their best creature, is really, really good. And the life gain is phenomenal, right? Moving on, we have the land through the Empire, the Mire, and the Crucible, just increasing, our versatility mid-game. And then the dual lands to increase the consistency of the deck and maybe help us play a little bit faster. I get it that, we don't have a lot of 1-drops, so it's okay to play slow, but it's nice to, kind of accelerate on turn 3, on turn 4, and stop playing slow, right? Start double dropping, So that's your upgrade guide. Of course, don't feel pressure to upgrade the deck. These beginner videos, these artisan decks are meant to be played as such. I put a lot of work into these lists to get them where they're at. Of course, you can upgrade them, like I say, but what they're meant to do is to fulfill, that desire for a new deck while remaining competitive, allowing you to complete your quests, farm more gold, and not spend your wild cards. Keep those wild cards for the meta standard decks that I do within Mythic rank. With that being said, if you do own some of these cards that are like these cards that you want to try and experiment with, I recommend this. Now, some people are looking for, I need exact numbers. How many of these cards go out? How many of these cards go in? That's not how you learn. I appreciate it's easy. You grab the list and go. But then you're always going to have to come back. And I appreciate that, as this is my business. But at the same time, I want you to learn more about Magic the Gathering. And through this increased knowledge, you'll derive more pleasure or, satisfaction. Because you're like, oh, look, it's cool when you do it, right? I love my original decks. It's phenomenal. So much more rewarding for me. And that's why I like to leave this phase kind of up to you, so you can kind of get some of that as well off of the already competitive tested base. So it's really hard to make a wrong turn here. You heard? Okay, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, help support. It's really easy. It's a Frizzies. And if you don't want to do the Frizzies, you want to go above and beyond, you can become a YouTube member. You're going to gain access to our deck list and deck stats in real time through Untapped, as well as our exclusive Sunday members only stream here on YouTube. Cool beans, yeah? All right, so y'all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon in the next.